Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's session. Today, we're going to be working on leadership and just putting ourselves in the position of where we are in charge of our lives. We're in charge of what's happening to us, but also we're in charge of our businesses or career or success, whatever that is. And I want to work on any limits and limitations that we have signed ourselves into or be bought into, where it gets defined how much leadership we can take on. Of course, we're going to be looking at it from the female's perspective, where women often have been excluded from positions of leadership and for thousands and thousands of years. So, and now that women are stepping up and getting into those positions of leadership, often they either try to do it the male way, not their own authentic way, and or we get labeled as being too bossy, too controlling, whatever that is, all those labels where if a man does it, it's okay, but if a woman does it, it's not okay. And everywhere where women overcorrect, when they overcompensate and they behave in a certain way that really makes them maybe also not nice working with, especially if they're in positions of leadership and our bosses. So in my experience also, I feel like I had much better experiences with male bosses than female bosses. And so that's what we want to work on, and and see what stories, what beliefs we have in our energetic field that might be, just not might causing us to behave in a way that's not really authentic with us, but we are kind of like on this rampage and we can't even stop and doing or behaving in a certain way. Okay, that's what we're going to be working on. As always, I have prepared my slides, and you can make yourself as comfortable as you need to. You can lie down, that's perfectly fine. And we're going to get started. So put your awareness at the center of your heart. There is nothing you need to do, there is nowhere you need to go. Just allow yourself to be fully present in the here and the now. Feel into your ego and ask your ego if it had been feeling loved enough lately. It's that part of us that is trying to protect the wounded part of us. And so if it says no, that it had not been feeling loved enough lately, invite it into your heart and allow it to hang out there for the next 50 minutes or so. And with some of our with karma abuse, to also ask creative all that is to create a safe environment for us and remove any interferences from today's session. To our spiritual team, we request for the most benevolent outcomes. And may the outcomes be better and greater than anything we could have hoped for or expected. Put your awareness somewhere 300 feet above your crown, and may some of our with karma abuse to help us connect to us, the souls, the higher selves. Ask the future selves and creative all that is, and ask what is the most important thing for us to work on today in relation to us being in leadership positions in all the areas of our lives. So everywhere, I always say we're the queens and kings of our lives. So everywhere we've taken the back seat. So that's what we want to work on today. So feel love and light from 300 feet above your crown coming down on your crown, on your forehead, on your ajna, on your throat, front and back heart, front and back solar plexus, navel, spleen on the left side of the body, front and back, main on the lower back. This energy is coming into the pelvis area, sex chakra, perineum, basic chakra, cleaning out the entire central channel, going down the legs, knees, soles of your feet, going all the way down to the center of Mother Earth. And may some of our with karma be used to tap into the will essence of us, the souls, and will for all the energies that don't belong to us to be removed, released from our energetic field and returned to the sender. And may some of our with karma abuse just scan the entire universe for all the keys, keywords, passwords, combinations, anti-spells, antidotes, and run it through our entire energetic field and release all the trapped energies in our energetic field that don't belong to us, and return it all to the sender. Feel into the love and light 300 feet above your crown. Feel into the love and light at the center of Mother Earth. And what would it take for us to allow Creative All That Is to teach us the true meaning of leadership, the true meaning of being the captain of your ship in life and in all the areas of your life? Everything that's standing on the way, everything that's interfering, everything that's not allowing this, delete this story and create. Put your awareness at the center of Mother Earth and feel into the love and light, and allow it to come up through your feet, your body, coming into your heart, filling up your heart with love and light. A sphere of love and light is beginning to expand itself, to create itself at the center of your heart and beginning to expand. It's becoming as big as your house, as big as your town, as big as this planet, and even bigger. And know that you're an infinite being who can do anything he or she wants. I'll be connecting to the superconscious part of you and just mentally give me permission to work with you on the superconscious level. And then put your awareness at the center of your heart and feel into the essence of you, the soul, you, the future self, the inner child, and feel into the essence of the wisdom of your heart. And the first image that I am already seeing, which is kind of like tied into this whole leadership, is just the inner child on the floor and all those adults pointing fingers at us and telling us, you gotta do what I tell you to do. So you see this conditioning to comply and do what other people say rather than lead. It stems from the childhood where the child is considered, or they don't know, they can't do, we have to tell them what to do. So everywhere it gets drilled into us, this control, where others are in charge and others get to tell us what to do, and we just have to say yes and amen to everything and follow. So it's already coming from the childhood. So superconscious, do you see this image that aspects of us are showing us? And scan your past, present, future for all the aspects, personalities, parts of us that are in any way related to this. Get them all to talk to you, explain the benefits of shifting these energies. Come up with a treatment plan and priorities, superconscious, and run the treatment protocol together with all these aspects across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Do energetic acupuncture, acupressure, tapping, and all the other tools, techniques, modalities. And start shifting these energies of needing to comply, obey, do what others tell us to do. And as the superconscious is working on it in a perfect way, in a perfect order, also ask to be taken into your whole of records. May some of our good karma be used to energetically take us to the whole of records. Look around, whichever way it appears to you. Imagine a fireplace, a table, and a chair. And say, I want to see all of the records throughout all of my soul history that pertain in any way to any programmings, to obey, to do what others tell us to do, to think the way others want us to think, to feel, behave, do, speak the way others want us to speak. Everything that is in any way limiting our free will expression, including from past, present, future, parallel, and other lives, also any genetic distortions or entanglements that are bleeding over and causing this issue in our lives. Show this to us in stacks of books and papers on this table now. And with some of our good karma abuse, just create a folder this to bring up all the disguised memory implants, false memory implants, hidden veil, concealed mass, secret records, and bring it all forward and start burning it all. And you can be creative. You can visualize a volcano or lava, or Archangel Michael with a blazing sword, dragons, whatever you need to imagine, and start destroying all these records. And with some of our karma abuse, to tap into the will essence of our souls and run it through the whole of records, and will for the whole of records to show us everything, and for everything to be burned, destroyed permanently. All those records. It's really a carrot and stick problem. That's how we get trained, educated. If we do what the parents say or adults say, we get a carrot. If we don't, we get a stick. And it's so entrenched in us because really first 7 years are so foundational that even now as adults, we really still behave fearing the stick, desiring the carrot, and not that which we truly desire, which we truly want to do. And as you're burning the records, also superconscious, please bring up any aspects of us, be it any parts of the consciousness, be it superconscious, unconscious, subconscious, that are in any way contributing to this beliefs, behaviors, decisions, choices, this foundational energy that we have in our lives, and that are in any way interfering with us shifting this narrative. Bring it all up into the active experience and do one big, massive change history, including work on the DNA level, cellular level, original events, past events, decisions, choices, family history, tender memories. And do one big, massive change history across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Keep going, keep burning all those records. And may some of our good karma be used to also tap into the essence of us, the souls, and run pre-programmed soul energies and light language grids and codes to help us make a new decision, to give us all the permissions we need to live out our free will expression, free from any interferences, any programmings, any conditionings, and ask creative all that is to guide us toward this free will expression of who we are. Superconscious, please reinforce this new choice with trust, confidence, and absolute certainty that it is so. And please ground this new choice into the matrix of the universe and into our active experience. And may some of our good karma abuse to energetically unclench our fists and our entire energetic field and allow us to release all of these energies that we're still holding on to. Because that's what we want to do. We want to try to keep ourselves safe, free from any harms, attacks, sticks. Put your awareness at the center of your heart, and again, feel into the essence of the wisdom of the heart, you, the inner child, you, the future self, you, the soul. If they had a voice, had a story, what would they say? So the next big belief that is coming up is like, you're not good enough to lead. Who the hell do you think you are that you think you can lead? So we really think we are not good enough, not capable enough. We are nobodies. Why should we lead? Why should we ever entrust with leadership? And perhaps you have been in leadership positions in the past and you felt like you failed. Others didn't follow you. Others rebelled and revolted against you. Well, it's all part of the experience. If you don't keep on putting yourself in position of leadership and trying, you will never become better. It's all about trying and failing and trying to do better, and eventually you will succeed. Eventually you figure out what it takes to be a good leader. But everywhere we have these just foundational beliefs that we are just not good enough and who the hell we are to lead. So superconscious, do you see this beliefs that aspects of us are showing? Please do a big, massive change history across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Scan the past, present, future for all the aspects of us that are in any way creating this condition. Get them all to talk to explain the benefits of shifting this narrative. Together, come up with a treatment plan and priorities, and then run the treatment protocol across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Do energetic acupuncture, acupressure, tapping, and all the other tools, techniques, modalities to help shift. And with some of our good karma abuse to tap into the higher vibrational beings available to us and ask them to run releasing statements across our entire soul history and help us release all the decisions, choices, programmings that we bought into and that cause us to believe that we are just not good enough. We don't deserve to be in leadership. That it's far better for us to be led rather than lead. Do a big, massive change history on that. And as the superconscious is working on this, we're going to go into the whole of contracts. Is the place where what we want to work on are all the contracts with others that give others power over us to lead us and for us to follow them. There needs to be some sort of a contract agreement, like when we work in a business, we sign a contract agreeing to that person being our boss. So how many bosses do you still have? We vote for political leaders and we give them power, then it's also a social contract. So may some of our good karma abuse to take us into the whole of contracts. Imagine it's a dark room and imagine a fireplace, a table, and a chair. And once you're there, Say, please place on the table in front of me all contracts, agreements, promises, commitments, oaths, court judgments, bindings, condemnations, hexes, vexes, curses, magic, witchcraft, spells, negative implants, cords, siphons, hooks, blood oaths, controls, and bindings of darkness across all dimensions, densities, realities, timelines, and in all forms and states of being that are known or unknown, seen or unseen, named or unnamed, that are in any way giving anyone leadership power over us, over our lives, and put us in any way into the subservient position with anybody. Please show this to us as books and papers on this table now. And again, be creative. You can visualize volcanoes, lava, dragons, fireplace, Archangel Michael with a blazing sword, whatever you need to visualize, and start destroying all these contracts. I like visualizing me wearing like this brilliant, 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 fiery gloves, and then just crumbling and putting it all into, this, creating a ball of light, and then just squeezing and swashing it until it all just dissolves between my hands. Just my experience, it kind of like works faster for me for whatever reason. Keep burning until there's only ash left, and not even that, until everything is dissipated. Breaking down all the social legal structures that put anybody above us. That give anyone the right to lead us. That put in any way us into the position of needing to obey. Might be feeling that there's just this energy lifting off of your shoulders, and just overall energy is becoming lighter. Keep going, keep going. There's still some more left, so keep going. And as these contracts are being cleared out, I just feel a lot of like tension in the back neck. So we often get control through the brain, through the back side of the brain. Whether are manipulators, controllers, puppet masters that control how we feel, think, behave, what we do or don't do. Some of our karma be used to run the will essence of our souls through the whole of karma, through the whole of contracts, and will for all the contracts to be shown to us, and will for all the contracts to be destroyed permanently. So next we're going to be going into the whole of karma. If you think about it and think about the history of humanity, there is just so much structure, so much hierarchy, so much lead and be led. And we've been part of all kinds of organizations, groups, structures where we were either in position of leadership or we were being led. So everywhere we still have any karmic entanglements with any institutions, organizations, be it religious institutions or army, that kind of structures, organizations, businesses. We want to remove all the karmic entanglements with anything or anybody that puts us in any disempowered position and puts us in the position of doing what others tell us to do rather than leading. So some of our good karma abuse to ask to be taken to the whole of karma. You can imagine it as a wide room, like a long room, like a hallway, and at the end of it there is a window. And imagine that there is in front of you an orange sphere of light the size of a soccer ball. And it's kind of like floating before you waist high. And it has the properties of a sponge or vacuum cleaner, so it can absorb things. And once you're there, you can repeat this mentally or out loud. Please show me the karma that is ready to be released across any of my galactic timelines that is in any way entangling me with anything or anybody and is disempowering me in any way and is taking away my ability to lead, my ability to be in a leadership position, and is putting me in any way into the position of being led and needing to follow, obey anyone. So as I say this already, like I feel like my voice is breaking and there are just constrictions in my throat. So bring it all up. Please show them to me as stings of goo with the consistency of thick honey hanging from the ceiling and then dripping on the floor. And so imagine now that this orange ball of light is beginning to rotate and command this ball of light to begin sucking in all this goo from the floor and the ceiling. And notice how the room is beginning to clear up. With some of our good karma abuse to run the will essence of the soul as the souls through the whole of karma and instruct the soul, the whole of karma to show us all the karmic energies and instruct the orange ball of light to absorb all of it, to break it down and dispose of it properly. You might be feeling also that there are some shifts in your energetic field. Just allow for it to happen. For me personally, I feel it very intense in my brain right now. because it really affects how we think. It messes with how we think, what we believe we are capable of. My right wrist is also burning, so some of our good karma abuse to energetically unclench our fists and our entire energetic field and allow this energy to leave our bodies now. Allow for the shifts to happen. May some of our good karma abuse to scan the entire universe for all the keys, keywords, passwords, combinations, anti-spells, antidotes, and run them through our entire energetic field, past, present, future, and unlock all the trapped energies and release them from our energetic field. And keep watching the orange ball of light doing its work. Everywhere there is karma for us to follow, to be subservient. To be in the power of anybody else, to do with us as they please. Keep going. And may some of our good karma be used to scan the entire universe for all the beings that feel entitled in any way to lead us. May some of our good karma be used to fire them all and disconnect. There is a difference between guiding us, which is what spiritual teachers do. They give us all the free will, they just guide us, but they don't lead us. So may some of our good karma be used to scan the entire universe for all the beings that are leading us in any way, and may some of our good karma be used to fire them all, disconnect from all of them. And we can also ask in the whole of karma. Again, visualize an orange ball of light, and you are in this hallway-like looking room, white room. And you can say, please show me the karma that is ready to be released across any of my galactic timelines that in any way entangle me with anyone that wants to lead me, is leading me. Please show them to me as things of goo with the consistency of thick honey hanging from the ceiling and dripping onto the floor. And again, imagine this orange ball of light is rotating and removing all this karma that entangles you with anybody in any way. But also you can ask to be shown at the same time any karma that is ready to be released across any of my galactic timelines that is any way causing us to lead anybody or feel entitled to lead anybody. Please show them to us as stinks of goo with the consistency of honey hanging from the ceiling and dripping onto the floor. So do both. We can do nothing but guide others at most. Watch the orange ball of light clearing out all this goo. There is still a lot, so keep going. And some of our good karma abuse to ask our spiritual team to help us and remove all of these energies. And may some of our good karma abuse to tap into the essence of us, the souls, and run pre-programmed soul energies and light language grids and codes to help us make a new decision, to take back our power and the right the divine right to be the leaders of our lives in all the areas of our lives. Subconscious, please ground this new choice into the matrix of the universe and into our active experience. And please reinforce this new choice with trust, confidence, and absolute certainty that it is so. Put your awareness at the center of your heart. Feel into the essence of the heart. Wisdom of the heart, future selves, higher selves, inner child. And the next thing we're going to be working on is the programming around women not being capable of leading, or religious cultural programming that only men get to lead. And by the way, it does not matter if you are a man or a woman. We've been everything, man and woman. And if your foundational energy is still that, regardless of your gender, so you will not allow yourself to lead because there is this programming, religious, societal programming, cultural conditioning, that only people of certain skin color or of certain gender or of certain age get to lead. So all those judgments about who gets to lead and who doesn't get to lead, superconscious, do you see all of this? Scan the past, present, future, identify all the treatment team parts and aspects. Get them all to talk to explain the benefits of shifting this narrative. And do a big, massive change history across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Do energetic acupuncture, acupressure, tapping, and all the other tools, techniques, modalities. And shift this narrative. Do it all in perfect way, perfect order. And as you're doing this again, ask to be taken to the whole of records. May some of our good karma be used to take us energetically into the whole of records. And again, imagine a fireplace, a chair, and a table. And say, I want to see all of the records throughout all of my soul history that in any way pertain to the conditioning programmings that people of certain race, certain gender, certain age can or cannot lead. All the societal, cultural, religious programmings, legal programmings, including from past, present, future, and parallel and other lives, also any genetic distortions or entanglements that are bleeding over and causing this issue in our lives. Ask for it to be shown as stacks of books and papers. In the sum of our good karma abuse, you also ask creator for that is to bring up any disguised memory implants, false memory implants, hidden veil, concealed, masked, secret records that are in any way causing any conditioning around who can and cannot lead. But burning all these records, may some of our karma abuse to run will essence of our souls through the whole of records, and will for all the records to be shown to us and for all the records to be destroyed permanently by fire. Be creative again. Visualize in whichever way you want. And start destroying all these records. Lots of records. Ask for helpers to appear and help you shift all of this. And may some of our good karma be used to ask high vibrational beings available to us to run releasing statements through our entire soul history and release any decisions, choices, programs that are in any way condition us into this experience with leadership that is not aligned with the divinely intended blueprint, with true meaning and purpose of leadership. And may some of our good karma be used to ask us, the souls, to run pre-programmed soul energies and light language grids and codes to help us make a new decision. To ask Creator of all that is to teach us the true meaning and purpose of leadership, the true attitude, experience of leadership, and guide us toward mastering this lesson in life. Superconscious, please reinforce this new choice with trust, confidence, and absolute certainty that it is so, and ground this new choice into the matrix of the universe and into our active experience. To our spiritual team, we request for the most benevolent outcomes every time we listen to this replay. And may the outcomes be better and greater than anything we could have hoped for or expected. Put your awareness at the center of Mother Earth, ground yourself 5 feet down, 5 feet out. And also ground yourself into the core, into the center of the universe, and expand. And know that you're an infinite being. And whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes and be fully awake and alert. So next time we meet in 2 weeks, it's going to be diving deeper into the karma. So we're really going to be spending a lot of time in the whole of karma, and we're going to go into all this karmic, bad karma, whatever that is in any way causing women or femininity. So to be caught in a cycle of pain, guilt, and suppression. So yeah, if this topic speaks to you, feel free to join. It's going to be on, in 2 weeks, February 24th. And those of you who would like to join this week's money call, it's going to be the second part to the inner child and money journey that we started last week. So we're going to be diving deeper into our inner child stories and foundational inner child energy that is preventing us in any way from having more money and more financial success in this this incarnation. If this speaks to you, join me. I hope this was a good session. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you again later this week or in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.